Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to a High Button Sports broadcast of the Provincial Qualifying Series in the Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. It's the number 4 seed, the Halifax Wolverines, traveling down the Highway 103 to visit the Western Hurricanes, the number 9 seed in the regular season, for game number 1. Best of 3 series. We'll take a look at our season scoring leaders for each side. For the Western Hurricanes, it's the captain, Bear Dimmel, leading the way throughout the regular season with 28 points in 29 games. And for the Halifax Wolverines, it's Jack Shearer, 61 points on the regular season. As we get set to go here at the Queen's Place Premier Centre here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, my name's Easton Troop saying good day from High Button Sports. This one won back by the Wolverines, slid across to Wyand. Now at the right wing side, pass kind of whiffed on that time, but able to work up is Kopech. Now it's taken away by the Western Hurricanes in their own end, passed up through, broken up in the neutral zone by the Wolverines. Hit there on the play, now it's taken away by Dimmel, drop back, passed up through now, that one gets blocked away. Now Chambers has a break going for him, into the corner now, he'll try and get by his man. Battling down low, the Wolverines take this one away up the left wing side. The Wolverines out to center ice, now it's Kopech. Kopech has Shearer with him. Hit there from Dimmel. Now to Shearer. Jack Shearer in the slot. Drops this one back now. Here's Conlon. Jared Conlon worked his way in down low. Has Ferguson right on his back. Wrap around. Stopped by Tanner. Marcus Tanner. Another shot that time for the Wolverines. That one gets blocked. Shearer able to pick up his own rebound as Ferguson laying right on him. Dimmel gives him a bump now. Kopech now to at the point that time from Coombs. That shot punched away by Tanner. Rebound sent around the boards wide. This one will pop out to the neutral zone. Now it's picked up by Ripley. Jack Ripley in his own end now. Just had to skate this one back. Tonchmont on the forecheck with it. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Tenwell gives him a hit there and goes flying. Now here's Harpel. Leo Harpel gets by his man. Now Parker trying to work his way in to the front of the net that time. Shot whiffed on the side of the net there. Still loose. And a penalty coming up in this one as Tanner gets the whistle. So penalty coming up here to the Western Hurricanes. It's going to be Martin Blinn for hooking on the play. So the Halifax Wolverines head to the power play to start this one off with a chance to set the tone in the series. They lead in the shots already 2-0. Lots of ozone pressure coming from the Wolverines. They look to build off of it right now. Now here's Mood Ross up the boards. Now it's picked up by Wyand at the point. Walking his way into the high slot, that time. Shot punched away by Tanner. Now the Western Hurricanes able to clear this one out to the center ice. On the forecheck is Dimmel. Now over to Harpel. Leo Harpel up the right wing side. This time gets by Mood Ross. Now down low, Harpel behind the net. Has Ferguson on his back. Harpel still with it. Able to shake off Ferguson. Now back to Wyand. Worked his way in at the point. Low point pass that time is whiffed on. Dimmel able to get it clear on this one. Out through now. Here's Harpel in the neutral zone. Leo Harpel passes this one up through after taking a hit on the play. Now here's Parker. Parker works this one down low for the Wolverines. Out in front that time. One-time shot kicked away by Tanner. Rebound comes out for the Wolverines. They have it at the point area. Ripley fires that one on. Stopped by Tanner. Rebound cleared away by the Western Hurricanes. And they're able to clear this one away. Goaltender Riley Green plays this one aside. Now it's picked up by Ripley. Jack Ripley in his own end. Skating this one up near the faceoff dot up to Shearer now. Jack Shearer up the right wing side. Passed over far side in front of the Hurricane bench. Now one gets poked away by Corkum, tries to clear it away. Kept him by Shearer. Poked away by Santo. Out to the neutral zone. The Wolverines have it up the left wing side. They'll fire this one in deep. Into the corner, far side. It's picked up by Shearer along the half wall, working it down low. Now Corkum has it. It's pinned up along the boards. Corkum tries to clear it. Picked up by Kopech at the point. He's able to slide this one over to Wyand. Wyand at the point with it now. Slides this one over to Shearer. Shearer toe drag into the slot. Now poked away. This one kept in by Sim with ease at the blue line. Now it's slid over for the Wolverines. Now here's Wyand at the point. Circling back now. Wyand fires this one far side, walking in. Passed over that time, just out of reach. Trying to poke that one away is Tenwold, but just out of reach of him as well. Now work down low for the Wolverines. This one trying to be cleared out once again. The Hurricanes just barely can't. Finally trying to get a swipe at it. Still can't clear the puck. That one just out of reach. Pops out to center ice. This one gets poked away by Tenwold in front of the penalty box. Now we'll get a good battle. That one worked in deep by Tenwold as he gives a push that time down low. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. They have it, skating this one up through in their own end. Now it's taken away by Dimmel. Dimmel to Mood Ross. One-time shot that sails high. Now it's picked up by Bennett. Dallas Bennett down low to Chambers, now it's picked up by Mood Ross. Shot in through, kick saved Riley Green. Corkum fires that one on once again. Stopped by Green. Dimmel now. The Hurricanes trying to build some more pressure of themselves. That pass at the point that time just bounces over the stick at Corkum. Corkum circles back in his own net behind Tanner. Corkum fires this one over left side. Now here comes Bear Dimmel skidding up through the neutral zone. Bear Dimmel on the attack. Just barely staying on offside called, actually. Looked like he kept the toe drag that time long enough. The linesman says it wasn't enough. An offside called here. 11:04 left to play here in the opening frame. 4-3 the shots in favor of the Wolverines. Face off in front of the Wolverine bench now. Linesman Stephen Parnell, drops the puck that time. It's dropped back. Cannot get the red line. Fires that one in deep into the corner now. Here's Tenwold. Henrik Tenwold now out in front for Donchmont. A shot there. Stopped by Green. Great chance for Chase Donchmont that time, but Riley Green stands tall. Let's take a look at our weekend playoff schedule here in the high button Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League playoffs here. Right here you see we have game 1 of the best of 3. 5:30 at the Dartmouth Zatson Sportsplex. It's the Whalers and the Novas. Wildcats and Rangers at 6. Cougars and Bandits at 6:15. We'll tune back in here to our game right now. Now down low along the boards. Here's Harpel who tries to clear this one away. Now worked in deep by the Hurricanes once again. Here's Williams. Now passed up through the boards. This time it's picked up by Martin Blinn. Worked in now. Here are the Wolverines in their own end. It's Ripley. That one gets poked away by Santo, but able to be worked over for the Wolverines in their favor. Now up the left wing side, broken up once again. That one gets sent back in by Churchill. Now in here, here's Green, who plays this one aside for his teammate. Now slid across now to Harpel. Harpel, cross ice feed up to Conlon. Jared Conlon over the blue line. Now the captain trying to lead the way into the offensive zone. But gets poked away by the Western Hurricanes. They have it going up the right wing side this time. Cleared away. Here's Berger. Now Dion. Brex Dion all alone. Just couldn't pull the trigger on that one. Great chance for Brex Dion. Just couldn't get it to go his way. Now the Wolverines skate this one up over to the right side for Shearer. Jack Shearer trying to make a chance of his own. Shearer working his way in. Now it's taken away by Corkum. Up the right side. Now here's a chance. Bear Dimmel in a foot race. Gaucher on his back. Bear Dimmel in on goal that time. And that one tried to do the one hand that time. Looked like that one was straight out of NHL 26 and the net flies off. The Hurricanes and the Wolverines absolutely in a dogfight right now, just exchanging chances left, right, and center. 9:36 to go here in the opening frame. 7-4 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. And folks, this might be the 4th seed versus the 9th seed with a big point spread in the regular season. But we could be in for a good series here, a good game here today at least. In the regular season, the Wolverines took all three games in the season series, Schneier works this one in down low. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. They have it. Hit there from Chambers on the play. Now down low for Dimmel. Bear Dimmel pinned up along the boards out in front to Bennett. Dallas Bennett able to work this one back to the point. A shot punched away by Green. Now it comes out. Now here's Bennett. Bennett down low. Now it's picked up by Dimmel. Dimmel back to the point. Ferguson slides this one over to Corkum. Chase Corkum walks in, shot that time, and is stopped by Riley Green. Green on the regular season, 16 games played, 2.90 goals allowed average, and a 0.898 save percentage on the year. For Marcus Tanner, 200 feet away, was 18 games played, 5.01 goals allowed average, and a 0.860 save percentage on the season. Down low, here's Mood Ross in his own end. Passed up to Wynot now. Now at the boards up the left wing side is Tenwold. Gets by his man. Now Henrik Tenwold with Donchmont slides it over. Shot, they score! Chase Donchmont, fire me up! And the Hurricanes draw first blood on home ice. Donchmont picks up his first of the playoffs. In the regular season, he scored 6 goals and had 13 helpers to go along with it and set the tone in the playoffs for the Western Hurricanes. 1-0 in front of the home fans. Now Jared Conlon and Chase Donchemont going at it on the far side. Absolutely electric in Liverpool. Puck drop now as we're underway. Dropped back by the Wolverines up the right wing side. That one gets sent in by Shearer, and that one up and out of play. So face-off will go in front of the Hurricanes penalty box with 8:43 to play here in the first period. 10-4 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. Puck drop now as we're underway. This one gets tied up off the draw. Ripley fires far side. Staying on side this time. Blinn avoids a hit. Picked up by the Wolverines, and that one gets out of play into the Hurricane bench. Donchemont from Tenwold and Wynot to fire up the Hurricanes in game one. Face off in front of the Hurricane bench now with 8:34 to play. Puck drop now as we're underway, split across. Up the right wing side now. That one gets fired in deep, hit there, and open ice in front of the Wolverines bench. So they look to play some physicality here in this one. Slid across to the point that time, out of reach of Corkum. Corkum able to get it back, though, in the neutral zone. Slides this one over to Ferguson. Kellen Ferguson up the left wing side. Dion, that one just out of reach of him. And icing called on the play. 8:10 to play in the opening frame. Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender, Marcus Tanner, with 8:10 to go. Puck drop now as we're underway. Broken up now, picked up by the Hurricanes as they clear the zone. Bank feed up now to Churchill. Churchill now able to work it in deep. Now it's picked up by Kopech. Kopech up the right side to Shearer. Shearer on his way up through to the right side. Has Dion right on his back. That one gets poked away from him. Now Dion tries to work this one up to Dimmel. Broken up on the play. Now here's Dallas Bennett tripped up. And a power play coming to the Western Hurricanes. Austin Rutledge to the box for the Wolverines. Tripping the call. Ozone face-off on the power play for the Hurricanes as the Hurricanes look to go up 2 today. Linesman Byron O'Coin drops the puck as we're underway. Off the draw, the Wolverines able to get a quick clear on the puck. Loose puck race now. Parker gets by his man. Poked away by Corkum on the play. McKay wide open in the slot. Doesn't get it there. That one's stopped by Tanner. Now here's Corkum. Chase Corkum out the right wing side now to Bear Dimmel. Bear Dimmel trying to get by his man, getting tangled up on the play. Now here's Donchemont in front of the Wolverine bench this time. McKay caught up in his feet. Tied up near the Western bench. That one gets fired in by the Wolverines. Now up the left wing side. Up through center over to the right side. Dimmel takes a hit there in front of the Wolverine bench. That one broken up by Tenwold. Backhand shot that time, and Green makes a save. Henrik Tenwold back from injury after having a fractured rib, I believe. Back in the lineup, picked up an assist. The primary assist on that Chase Donchemont one-time goal on the 2-on-1 earlier in the frame. He's played over halfway in this opening frame. Now at the left wing side, the Wolverines chip this one out to center ice. They can get by Corkum. This could be a 2-on-1, but Corkum able to work this one up now. The Wolverines now have it. Poked away in center ice. Dion loses it this time. Martin Blinn hit there on the play. Now it's brought back for Corkum. Chase Corkum up the boards this time. Now down low for Ripley. Santo on his back. Trying to clear this one away. Broken up at the point. Blinn has it. An offside called on the play. Blinn just couldn't quite hold that one in. With 6:32 to go. 47 seconds left on the power play for the Hurricanes. Face off in front of the Wolverines. Pardon me, in front of the Wolverines bench. Puck drop now is run away along the boards now. Poking this one in. The Wolverines with it. Dimmel pinning him up. The Hurricanes want to keep this puck in and build some ozone pressure here. even if they can't score on the power play, some pressure will help them and keep building their momentum. As the puck comes free, it's picked up by Tenwold. Down low, past that time, gets blocked, goes high off the glass for Dimmel down low. Dimmel into the corner there. Donchmont trying to help him out. Dimmel has it. Bear Dimmel. Back to Mood Ross. Trying to pass it back over to Dimmel. Dimmel slides this one time for Corkum. Couldn't get a good handle onto that one. Broken up now behind the net. Now here's Tenwold. Back to Dimmel. Dimmel has it now. Picked up. Slid over to Corkum. Pinned up along the boards this time. Worked down low. Now Sim has it in his own end for the Wolverines. He takes a good hit from Dimmel on the play. That's picked up by the Wolverines. Skating up the left wing side. Tenwold letting him know he's on his back. Now here's Santo behind his own crease. He'll fire this one over. Trying to get it to Corkum. Corkum just lets him play off it. Might have been the right decision this time. Puck comes free in the neutral zone. Now it's picked up by Dion. Brex Dion skating his way up through that left wing side. Hit there on the play from Harpel. On the play now down low. It's picked up by Parker. Down low to Williams. Out through now. This one comes out to center ice. Now here's Mood Ross. Blake Mood Ross around the boards this time. Now it's picked up in the neutral zone. Now Parker with Chambers on his back. Now there's Goche. Goche, Chambers right on him once again, down low. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines, passed over. Now Coombs getting pinned up along the boards this time. Freed up by the Wolverines, here they come, skating their way up through. Is the Wolverines over to Harpel. Leo Harpel trying to work his way in, putting on the brakes now a shot. Kick save Tanner on the play. Rebound comes out far. Another shot from the point. That one stopped by Tanner as well. On the short side on the wraparound now, the Wolverines have it. Looking to build some pressure here. Back to Berger. Berger passed over this time. Kept in by a threat at the blue line this time. Now down low to McKay. McKay in the corner, broken up out in front by Chambers. Chambers takes a hit there on the play from Lateria. Now trying to play this one out. Pass picked off on the play by the Hurricanes. So they look to skate this one up. It's Dion getting tied up. Brex Dion right on his man there on the forecheck. Freed up now by McKay. Now passed over. Huge hit behind the net by the Hurricanes. Now skating this one up through. Schnare up through, poked away on the play. Dion tying him up there in front of the Hurricanes bench now. Now it's picked up by Wyand. Up the right wing side. That one gets worked in deep. Down low now, here's Canuck. Canuck takes a double hit that time. One of them looked a little high. Out in front now, a shot. Stopped by Tanner. Hosen picks up the rebound now. He takes a hit there along the boards. Puck comes free now. It's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. Dallas Bennett skating his way up through, up the right wing side. Sent in deep. That one reaches green and goal. He plays it aside for Wyand. Now down low on the forecheck. Bennett falls down to the ice that time. Now in front of the penalty box is taken away by Blinn. Martin Blinn, that one gets taken away from him. Now into the corner. Here's Conlon. Tenwold to hit there on the play. Now into the corner for Shearer. Jack Shearer slides this one over to Wyand. Wyand works this one in deep. Now here for the Wolverines. Sent out in front that time. Loose puck now taken away by the Hurricanes. It's Tenwold trying to beat his man. Henrik Tenwold trying to split the D and get by as he does. Getting tangled up into the corner now. Tenwold gets that one taken away from him. Now the Wolverines at the left wing side. Trying to work that one back in. Sent in by Wynot. Now it's picked up by Sim. Rise Sim now up through to Coombs. Over to Shearer. Shearer now toe drag release like Connor Bedard. Punched away on the play. Hit there into the corner. Now it's back. A shot in through. That one goes wide of the net. Picked up at the blue line that time by Ripley. Now it's picked up by Shearer. Physicality there along the boards into the slot. Now it's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. They have it. Up the right wing side, they're able to work this one in deep. Now down low here, the Wolverines with it. In their own end now, looking to skate this one up through to Ripley. Ripley on the attack. Ripley skating through center and ice. Now they'll work this one over to Harpel. Harpel worked his way in. Leo Harpel to the front of the net that time. Gets poked away out to the corner. And Corkum battling with him, able to free this one up. Around the boards now, it's picked up by Ripley. Ripley down low now. Trying to work it over to Corkum. Corkum around the boards now. It's picked up. Now tied up on the play. The Wolverines with it. Down low. Here's Harpel with it. Harpel behind the net now. Trying to figure out what to do with it. Tries to send it out front. Pass block through the way. Now able to work it up. The Hurricanes in need of a clear. They get it. Trying to find Santo. Just out of reach. He'll be there. And icing called on the play. Icing called on the play. It looked like that one was fired in right at the red line. Puck drop now as we begin action once again. Now slid across, up through now is the Hurricanes as Dion tries to get by his man. He gets tied up on the play. Now the Wolverines work this one up through up the right wing side. They have it. Rutledge still with it. That one gets poked away now. Lateria takes a hit on the play. Now it's picked up once again. The Hurricanes looking to clear. Wyand able to work this one in deep. Tanner plays this one aside for Ferguson. Last minute to go here. Approaching in this opening frame. Fired on net that time. Just goes wide. Now it's picked up along the boards. Now out. Picked up at the face-off dot by the Western Hurricanes. Skating this one up through. Now it's picked up by Sim. Sim slides this one over to Wyand. Wyand up the right wing side. Lateria gets met by Ferguson. Down low. Here's Tanner out of his crease to play it for Blinn. Martin Blinn behind the net. Man right on his back now as Marty looks to go up the left wing side. Tied up on the play now as Ripley works it up. Battling now. Picked up by Dimmel. Slid across now. Just barely able to get a hold of that one. Williams now picked off by Bennett. 21 seconds to go. Up through now. Hit there in open ice. Stoppage of play now with 18.6 seconds to go in the opening frame. 12-11 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. O-zone face-off coming up for the Hurricanes. Face-off will go to the left of the goaltender, Riley Green. Puck drop now is run away. One back by the Wolverines. Look to go quick off of it. Looks like this will have enough on it for icing, as it will. .8 seconds left to go here in the opening frame. O-zone face-off once again here for the Hurricanes. It's run away. It's one back by the Wolverines once again. Around the boards now. Out to center ice now. Here's a chance going for the Wolverines with time ticking. Kopech fires it on. Stopped by Tanner. Rebound loose there. And it's brought away. Hurricanes lead after one, and that's a pushing and shoving afterwards. Jack Shear getting into it with all three Hurricanes players there along the boards. Still letting them hear it, but that'll do it after the first period of play. Western Hurricanes 1. Halifax Wolverines no score. We'll head into the second period here in just a moment. Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here for the second period of play in today's Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League Provincial Qualifying Series between the number 4 seed, the visiting Halifax Wolverines, and the hometown number 9 seed, the Western Hurricanes. As we're underway, the Hurricanes lead 1-0 after one period of completed hockey action here on High Button Sports. Offside called that time by the linesman Stephen Parnell. Face-off will go in front of the Wolverine penalty box here. Linesman drops the puck now as we're underway. It's one back by the Wolverines. Nearly picked right off by Wynot. Able to break it up at least. Now it's picked up far side. Picked up by Sim. Sim now hit there on the play. Pass broken up once again by Donchmont. Now a good battle in front of the penalty box there, trying to free things up. Hit there on the play. Still battling for possession this time. Puck finally comes free for the Wolverines. They have it up to go to the ice to Kopech. Max Kopech, that one gets poked away from him. Now into the corner. Corkum with it. He takes a hit on the play. Getting tied up. Now over to Tenwold. Tenwold now bank feed up through. That's picked up by Parker. That one broken up on the play. Now here's Tenwold. Henrik Tenwold with it. Shot on goal that time. Kicked away by Riley Green. Caught up in the feet of the Wolverines. Wyand able to work this one up to Coombs now. Grady Coombs up the left wing side trying to get by Mood Ross. Tied up now along the boards. Hit there on the play. Now it's picked up by Coombs. Trying to fire that one on. Blocked through the lane though. Now at the right wing side, able to pass this one up here. Williams now hits the Hurricanes up to Churchill. Xander Churchill tied up that time in the slot. Still loose there. And now it's taken away by the Wolverines. Skating their way up through up the left wing side is Harpel. Leo Harpel with speed. Canuck tries to knock him off the puck. In front of the net, shot, they score! What a snipe by Leo Harpel to even things up. Tanner went down and Leo Harpel saw that top shelf that time and found the grandma's cookies up in that top corner, top shelf. And 1 minute and 32 seconds in to the second period of play. The Wolverines even things up. It's 1-1. 13-13 the shots. Each team has 1 goal. Each team has 13 shots. And each team has 1 penalty to their name. Fairly even game so far in this one. We'll see how the rest of the game turns out. Plenty of hockey left to play in this one. Chambers tied up behind the net. That's picked up on the play. Now back to Blinn. Down low now. Williams with the assist on that Harpel goal. Now down low, here's Ripley. Jack Ripley up the boards now. Now it's picked up by Lateria. Passed up through, broken up on the play. Now a loose puck race going the other way. Corkum has it. Bank feed up now to Chambers. Chambers trying to find Dimmel now as he does. Bear Dimmel now up the left side. Trying to find a man in the slot. Chambers able to get to it. Back over to Dimmel. Dimmel has Donchmont in the slot that time just out of reach. Now will be picked up by the Halifax Wolverines. Passed up through this time. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. Long feed up to Donchmont this time. It'll get poked away. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines at the left wing side. Here's Conlon. Now it's broken up on the play by Martin Blinn. Up through now. Down low, here's Wyand. Lucas Wyand now skating his way up through. Decides to put on the brakes, trying to circle back the other way. Wants to set something up. The Hurricanes on the forecheck, not giving him much. Now slitting this one over to Shear. Donchmont trying to break this one up at the point. Ferguson will fire that one back in. Reaches Green in net. He'll opt for the whistle with 17:01 to go. Puck drop now is run away into the corner. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Santo down low. Here's Wyand. Now sliding this one over. The Wolverines have it. Now for the Wolverines. Up the left wing side on the attack is Sim. Sim working his way in. Puts on the brakes. Now fires it in deep. To the corner now for Shear. Shear down low to Kopech. Kopech hit there on the play. Now it's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. They have it. Skating this one up through to the right wing side. High off the glass this time, out to center ice. There was a hit back away from the play. Down low, Mateo Hosen. Side of the net this time, still with it. Hosen back to the point. Corkum is shot through. Stopped by Green. Rebound in front. Another save by Riley Green. What a chance that time. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes with 16:15 to go in the second period. 16-13 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. 1-1 hockey game here. Puck drop now as we're underway. Tied up in the corner now. Here's Chambers who comes out with it. Chambers Trying to work it back to the point as he does. Martin Blinn with it. Holding that line just barely in, through off a deflection. That one goes wide of the net. Chambers now hit there into the corner. Trying to free this one up. Still fighting for possession this time on the play. Bennett frees it up. Bennett still riding the blue line, able to work this one in deep. Down low, here's Williams. Passed over to Coombs. Grady Coombs now. Blinn pinches in. Tries to send it in. Now here's Bennett, who fires that one in far side into the corner. The Wolverines come up with it. Dimmel picks it off now. Tripped up on the play. Still loose there in the slot. Now it's picked up. A shot that time right into the trapper of Riley Green, and he'll get the whistle. 15:31 to go in the second. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the Western Hurricanes. Faceoff infraction called on the Halifax Wolverines. Puck drop now as we're underway. Off the draw in deep. It's picked up, broken up on the play though. Now 10 will try to work it back to Mood Ross. Mood Ross doing all he can to send it back in, but it's taken away by the Wolverines. 2-on-1. Going the other way for the Wolverines. Man back for the Hurricanes. Stick save, Tanner. Hit there from Tenwold along the boards. Down low now, here's Kopech on the play, trying to send it out in front for Shear. That one gets poked away, and this one will go into the Wolverines' end. Now here's Sim, Rise Sim, able to drop this one back here for Wyand. Why not on the forecheck? Now it's picked up down low. Broken up now in front of the penalty box. Hit there in open ice. Now Tenwold comes up with it. Henrik Tenwold now for the Western Hurricanes. Still moving through. Tenwold to the front of the net. Backhand. What a save by Riley Green. Beautiful move. Even better save on the other end. Ozone face-off here for the Western Hurricanes. We're underway. Now here's Santo along the boards, broken up on the play in the corner. Santo still fighting for possession, now down low. It's picked up by the Wolverines, passed over this time. Now up the boards, trying to clear this one away. Here's Rutledge, over now to Schneier. Now it's picked up by Rutledge once again. Dropping this one back for the Wolverines, sliding this one over up to McKay. McKay, bank feet up now, broken up on the play. Now here's Ferguson up the boards now. Picked up by the Hurricanes up to Churchill. Churchill trying to flip this one in through, trying to split the D. Ripley comes up with it. Bank feet up now. Gets by Ferguson. Now Schneier trying to work his way in. Has Rutledge crashing the net. Stopped that time with the mask by Tanner. And a penalty coming up here to the Halifax Wolverines. Dion now working his way in. Brex Dion now a shot. Stopped by Green. Rebound in front now. Fisher Schneier to the box for the Halifax Wolverines for roughing. Schneier lucky he only got away with just a 2-minute call-out because he gave him a shot to the head on the play into the corner. Nonetheless, the Hurricanes to the power play here as we're underway. It's one back by the Wolverines, poked away on the play. 10 will try to fight for possession this time, sent around the boards. Mood Ross breaking his way in. Tied up on the play. Down low now. Back to the point, Dimmel. Bear Dimmel working his way in. Dimmel, slot shot this time. Couldn't get the shot off that he wanted. Whiffed on it. Now it's picked up by Dimmel once again. Dimmel now to Donchmont in front. Drop back for Corkum. Corkum to Mood Ross. Mood Ross, one-time shot from Corkum through the lane. Loose on the doorstep. Donchmont swats at it. Can't get it home. Still loose there in the blue paint. The Wolverines looking to clear it. Bouncing puck now. Mood Ross can't hang on to that one. Mood Ross over to Dimmel now. Dimmel trying to get by his man. The Wolverines clear this one away. Now here's Corkum. Chase Corkum now up to Dimmel in the neutral zone now. Caught up in McKay's feet. Dimmel still trying to go forward off of it. Now this one dropped back for the Wolverines. They have it in their own end, fired way up. Able to clear this one. 52 seconds to go on the power play for the Hurricanes. Looking to set something up. Here's Corkum. Left wing side now. It's picked up. Slid across to Dion now. Brex Dion on the attack. Hit there onto the play. This one finally gets cleared away once again by the Wolverines. Not fair though, but Corkum will have to reset in his own end. Fired up to Bennett now. Dallas Bennett over the blue line. Taking a hit on the play. Bennett still going forward off of it. Into the corner now. Here's Kopech. Kopech Santo drops them into the corner. Now here's Blinn. Martin Blinn in down low. Skating their way up through. Martin Blinn up the left wing side, broken up. Now here's Dallas Bennett who flies into the Hurricane bench. Now here's Dion. Dion, kick save, rebound for Bennett, got tied up. Back to even strength now, flipped up to Schnarr. $11:43 to go here. Faceoff will go in front of the Wolverine bench. 21-15 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. 1-1 hockey game here on High Button Sports. So we're starting to creep up on that midway point in this middle frame. Puck drop now is run away. Now for the Hurricanes, drop back now. Here's Canuck. Canuck sliding this one over. Now up through, picked up at the point by Coombs. Coombs walks in, shot, stopped by Tanner, rebound cleared away. Now Williams. Williams fires it on, why not? Loose in the blue paint that time. Finally the whistle goes. Ozone face-off coming up here for the Halifax Wolverines with 11:26 to go here in this second period of play. Underway once again. Down low, it's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. Trying to clear this one, though. Loose on the side of the net still. Caught up in everyone's feet by the looks of it. Now into the corner. Trying to clear this one away. Chambers gets a poke on it. Comes out to center. Now up here is Chambers. Trying to get a couple swipes at it. Now the Wolverines look to go forward off it. Poked away out is Parker. Parker, Canuck falls right on top of him. Now back through now to the point. So that one gets poked away. Now over to Sim. Sim now up through this time. Now it's picked up by the Western Hurricanes. Here's Bennett. Bennett on the attack now. Skating his way in, able to clear this one away. Down low, Green. Poke on that one. Into the corner now, hit there on the play. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Tangled up on the play. Now it's picked up by Chambers, holding that one in at the blue line by a thread, able to work that one back in deep. Now the Wolverines have it. Dimmel there, hit on the play. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines, passed up through to Rutledge. Blinn on the play that time, shoves his man into the boards, Now Dimmel, another hit on the play. Down low now, the Wolverines have it. Sharp angled shot that time, just slid through the blue paint. Now back to Sim. Rise Sim in through that time. Now in the front of the net that time, poked away. Now Sim once again picks it up. Now trying to work this one in deep. Down low in the corner, McKay and Corkum tied up now. It's picked up by Rutledge. Back to the point now for Wyand. Wyand now in through. That one goes wide of the net. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes, looking to clear the puck this time. Passed up to Dion, is broken up. And a penalty coming to the Wolverines. Liam Lateria to the box for the Wolverines. Sorry, it's going to be goaltender interference. $9:29 to go here. Sorry, 9:30 to go here in the second period. Hurricanes back to the power play so far. 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Look to make that 1 for 3 here. To the point now, sliding over. Out in front that time. What a save by Riley Green. Rebound now picked up by Tenwold. Back now to Mood Ross. Net is off. Backhand shot that time, still loose. So here's an O-zone face-off for the Western Hurricanes. Don Tremont, the centerman, up in there against Kopech as we're underway. Picked up, back to Mood Ross. Out now, back to Corkum. Corkum now slides this one over to Mood Ross. Caught up under his feet. Down low. Down to Tenwold. Tenwold with it still in the slot now. Shot in through that time, goes wide. Now it's picked up. Broken up in the slot. Now for Wynot, a shot that time just goes wide. Now it's picked up by Don Tremont once again. Tied up down low. Comes free now. Side of the net. Shot there. Loose on the side of the net once again. Out in front that time. Crashing in is Tenwold. A shot blocked through the lane. Cleared away out to the boards. Corkum will work this one in deep for Ripley with Don Tremont. Reverses him. And this one gets cleared away by the Wolverines. Now here's Mood Ross. Up now to Tenwold, staying on side. But offside is finally called on the play. So that's going to go the full length down the other way. From my angle, it looked like Tenwold had a hold of it and then started going. That's not what the linesman called on the play. So in an O-zone face-off here for the Wolverines. Puck drop now as we're underway. Picked up by the Hurricanes now, looking to go forward off it, dropping this one back now. Picked up by Dimmel 48 seconds ago on the power play here. Bear Dimmel skating his way up through. Dimmel on the attack, up through center. Dimmel all alone to the backhand, stopped by Green. That one's in! Bear Dimmel scores! What a goal! Bear Dimmel, coast to coast from Halifax to Liverpool. Using the 200 feet and skate, Bear Dimmel able to work that one in the short side, just barely sliding that one under Riley Green's pad. At first it looked like Green saved it, and then that one turned out to be in. Referee Ian Colbert right there to make the call, brought down by Williams. Williams now up the boards. Now here's Coombs, hit there on the play. Hit there on the play once again by the Hurricanes. Playing physical is Corkum. Now here's Ferguson. Ferguson up the boards now. Poked out to center ice on the play. Now it's picked up by Williams. Dimmel on the forecheck. Now Chambers with it. Caught up under him. This one gets cleared away. Now Bennett sends that one in. Down low, it's picked up by the Wolverines as Tenwold gives a hit. Now at the boards. That one just hit a reach, icing waved off. Brex Dion and Jacob Santo with the assists. Now it's picked up by Tenwold. Tenwold skating this one up over to Corkum. Chase Corkum working his way in. Corkum shot that. Time just goes high. Now it's picked up out for Conlon. Jared Conlon skating his way up through for the Wolverines, trying to find the equalizer. Shot there, stopped by Tanner. Now down low, it's picked up by Martin Blinn. In his own end, trying to find Wynot if he can. Now this one gets poked away by Shearer. Trying to play this one up now. On the play, 2-1 in front of the net for Tanner. Sharp angle shot, stopped by Tanner. Rebound comes loose. Tenwold into the corner. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Tied up once again by Blinn. Tenwold trying to free this one up and clear it away. Wynot has it now. Freed up. Here's Don Tremont. Don Tremont able to clear this one out at least to center. Now here's Sim over to Conlon now in his own end. Passed up through now. That one just out of reach. Hit there on the play. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. They have it now. Over to McKay in the high slot. All alone. A shot there. Wide of the net. Looked like it might have gotten deflected through the lane. Now McKay gets it back. McKay down low. Picked up by the Wolverines. It's Shearer to the front of the net now in the slot. Shot gets blocked through the lane. Now here's Wyand. Shot that time. He's caught up in the lane. Loose puck in front of the net. Tanner able to get the whistle. Bit of a yard sale on the ice on the other end. There was 2 sticks on the ice. There appears to be a spot there. I don't know what that is. I believe that's puke. I believe Martin Blin just puked on the ice. Yes, Martin Blin just let go of some human substances, if you will. And now seems to be on the bench, leaned over. All the best for him, hopefully. I was wondering what was going on. The referee's trying to scrape it up with their skates. Not going to show it there. No one wants to see that. But that's a first for me. Definitely a first for me. The whole Western Hurricanes coaching staff and players are all just laughing over there. Martin Blin seems to be doing better. And now we're underway once again. It's one back for the Wolverines. Now it's picked up here for Churchill. Churchill off the boards now. It's picked up by the Wolverines. Back now. Here's Ferguson. Passed over that time. Gets blocked. Batted down by Mood Ross. This one comes out to center ice on the play. A loose puck race going the other way. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines on their own end. Santo on the forecheck, able to work his way in. Down low now here, the Wolverines with it. Here's a Dion. Brex Dion into the slot now. Drop back for Ferguson. Ferguson over to Bennett. Bennett a shot in. Now back for Ferguson. Lets it go. Stopped by Green out to the corner now. It's picked up by Mood Ross. Hit there on the play before he even touched it. Another penalty coming up to the Wolverines now. It's tied up there along the boards. Some pushing and shoving still going on afterwards. With 5:16 to go in the second period, 26-23 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes, who lead it 2-1. And Lachlan McKay to the box for interference. Hurricanes 1 for 3 on the power play this afternoon, looking to go 2 for 4 and make it 50%. Puck drop now is run away, back to the point. Slid over to Corkum. Chase Corkum working his way in. Shot deflected in this, loose in the slot this time. Trying to break this one over. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Short-handed chance. 2-on-1 with a man coming back for the Hurricanes. In on goal this time to the backhand. Poked away by Tanner. Now Dimmel. Bear Dimmel skating his way up through center. Trying to split the D once again. Hit there in open ice. Now this one gets cleared away by the Wolverines. Taking a weird bounce off the post this time. Now over to Tonchmont. Chase Tonchmont skating his way up through. Already one to his name this afternoon. Down low on the play. It's picked up now by Brex Dion. Now Tenwold jammed up along the boards. Slid over to Corkum now. Corkum walked his way in. Shot off the post. Man, what a chance. Now Corkum will get it back here in his own end. Chase Corkum skating his way up through. Still with it. Fired over far side on the attack is Blin. Hit there. Big collision there. This looked like Martin Blin lost his stick as he did. Now it's back for the Hurricanes. They have it. Caught up with it. Passed up through now to Tenwold. Being sure to stay on side this time. Now sent in deep. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. Dallas Bennett on the forecheck. This one gets cleared away by the Wolverines. Going down the other way into the corner. Shear has it. Now broken up on the play once again. Mood Ross pinning up Shear there along the boards. 4 Hurricanes on Shear. Still can't get it loose. Finally comes loose. Now here come the Hurricanes. 7 seconds to go on the man advantage. Chance for one last rush. Santo putting on the brakes. Loses it now. Wolverines look to clear it. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. It's Canuck who fires that one in just before the blue line with 3:10 to go now. The Wolverines in their own end, sliding this one over. Broken up on the play. Churchill has it, able to work this one in deep once again. Now here are the Wolverines, passed up through. On the attack, here come the Wolverines. Looking to skate their way up through. It's Schnare. Schnare splits the D, all alone in goal. Stopped by Tanner. Mood Ross tries to play this one over for Churchill. Churchill passed up through on the attack. Down low now. Sim takes a hit on the play that time from Weinhunt. Now passed up through to Coombs. Grady Coombs trying to get by Canuck in the slot. Now it's picked up by the Hurricanes. Now it's picked up by Sim. Sim sent in down low. Now to Schnare. To Harpel. Harpel off the side of the net. Loose down low. Now Corkum tries to skate this one away. Backhands this one. Picked up at the point. Sent in once again. Hit there on the play. Now it's picked up by Dimmel. Dimmel tries to clear it. Broke it up once again. Still loose there. Now here's Chambers. Chambers banks this one off the boards. Now trying to go forward, but it's picked up by Sim. Now Dimmel trying to send this one in deep. Now here's Bennett. Dallas Bennett getting pinned up along the boards. Now here's Chambers. Still tied up there at the blue line. Just barely able to keep that one back in. Now here's the Hurricanes with it. Sharp angle shot. Stopped by Green. 1:45 to go in the second period. 27-25 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. You'll lead it 2-1. Puck drop now is run away down low. Here's Williams. Williams around the boards now up the left wing side. It's Conlon. Down low now, broken up in the slot. Now here come the Western Hurricanes. Up the right wing side, trying to get by. Able to get that one up to Tenwold as Mood Ross took a hit there in front of the penalty box. Able to get back up on his own strength this time. A hard hit. Dontrabot now gives a hit that time. Penalty coming up here. Dontrabot to the box for cross-checking. So the Wolverines get a look at their power play once again. Their second one of the game. This one will go down the other way. 1:16 left to go here in the second period. 1:16 left to play here in the second period. 2-1 the score. Favor of the Hurricanes. Puck drop now is run away. The Wolverines look to set up right away on the power play. Wyand slides this one over. Back to Wyand. Wyand in through off a deflection. That one just sails wide. Now here's Shearer. Corkum pins him up along the boards. Back to Wyand. Wyand over to Kopech. Kopech walks in. Shot that time. Gets blocked. Side of the net now. Loose. Down low. Here's Corkum. Corkum trying to clear this one away as they do. 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Riley Green plays this one over to Wyand. Wyand up the left wing side to Kopech. Max Kopech hit there on the play. Now here's Corkum on the play. Pinned up. Now up the right wing side, the Hurricanes clear it once again. Now down low, it's picked up by the Wolverines in their own end. Green, he'll fire this one up the right wing side. Here's Shearer. Shearer skating their way up through. On the attack now, tied up. Now Shearer worked his way into the slot. What a move. Still with it. Out in front. That one sailed right through the blue paint. Just couldn't bury it. Back to Wyand at the point. Sliding this one in. Kopech's shot is whiffed on that time. Brought back for Wyand at the point. Shot in through. Goes wide. Trying to clear this one away. Back to Kopech. Shot that goes high at the buzzer. And the Hurricanes, after 2 periods, lead it 2-1. Still 44 seconds to go on the power play for the Wolverines when we come back here for the third period of play. Until then, we'll take a break in the action. Alrighty, hockey fans, we're back here for the third period of play in today's provincial qualifying round in the Nova Scotia U15 Major Hockey League. My name is Ethan Shu from High Button Sports saying good day inside the Queen's Place Romero Center. So we get set to go here. So far, the Hurricanes lead this one 2-1. 27-25 the shots as well in favor of the Hurricanes. 44 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Wolverines as we set to begin action here in Liverpool. Clap bomb in their own end that time from Chase Corkum. Able to clear that one down. Now in the neutral zone, it's picked up, sent in once again by Chambers this time. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines, skating their way up through on the attack over right side. Here's Shear. Shear on his way in. There's going to be a penalty coming up here. Bryce Sim to the box for interference. So 16 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then a minute 44 on the power play for the Hurricanes. Ozone faceoff coming up here. Conversation happening at the Wolverines bench now. Head coach Steve Bent sharing his words to the referee and the linesman, referee Cooper Stewart, linesman Stephen Parnell. Now we're set to begin action once again. So 19:31 left to go here in the third period. 10 rolled in for the draw for the Hurricanes. Now we're underway once again. Now over to Shear. Jack Shear now hit, tied up on the play. A hit there on the play once again. Now drop back this time for the Wolverines. They have it in the neutral zone. Dimmel tying this one up. Broken up on the play. Now up the boards this time. That one gets picked off, punched up way high. And that one goes up and hits something up in the rafters. So now the Hurricanes are on the power play for a minute and 37 seconds. Ozone faceoff coming up here for the shorthanded Halifax Wolverines. So we're underway here. One back here. Here's Corkum down low to Mood Ross. Blake Mood Ross putting on the brakes. Now circling back here. Up the right wing side now on the attack. Here's Dimmel. Dimmel takes a tumble there in front of the Wolverines bench. Now that one can't be held on to by the Western Hurricanes. Now down low, here's Tanner who plays this one aside for Corkum. Down low now, here's Mood Ross in his own end. Dropping this one over. Now here's Dion. Brexa Dion skating his way up through on the attack. Staying on side just barely as Tenwell takes a hit there. Shot there from Dion off a deflection in front. Stopped by Riley Green. Now it's picked up by Dion. Dion over to Corkum. Corkum walking in. Shot stopped by the goaltender. Rebound. Now it's picked up by McKay. Trying to clear this one away now. This one comes out. Now trying to fire this one up to Bennett. Down low now. Tenwell working his way in. Henrik Tenwell to the backhand. Shot there. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound goes wide. What a chance for the Hurricanes that time to go up two. Just couldn't bury it this time. Now it's picked up down low by Mood Ross. Mood Ross skidding their way up through. Putting on the brakes, circling back now. Blake Mood Ross. Dropping this one over. Now jammed up once again. Now it's taken away by Wyand and sent in deep. Back to even strength now as Corkum fires this one around to Chambers. Lucas Chambers skidding his way up through on the attack. Drop back for Wyand. Now it's picked up by Jack Ripley. Ripley up the boards now up the left wing side. Over to Harpel. Leo Harpel. Dropping this one back. Coombs down low. Out in front to Shear. That one goes high and wide. Now it's picked up. Shear able to get his own rebound. Now down low to Coombs. Grady Coombs down low. Broken up on the play. Now it's picked up, passed up this time, kept in just barely at the blue line by the Wolverines. Circles back with it though is Williams. Dropping it back once again to Berger. Berger up now to Schneier. The right wing side now passed over that one just out of reach. Tenwold's going to get this one back for his side. Hank Tenwold skating his way up through on the attack. Tenwold working his way in to the front of the net now. Here's Tenwold. Backhand shot, that just goes wide. Ferguson's going to come in. Off deflection in front. Loose there. Donchmont out in front, still loose there. Green will cover this one up. The Hurricanes just can't get a bounce in their favor by the looks of it in this third period. (30-25) the shots in favor of the Western Hurricanes, who lead this one 2-1. Ozone faceoff here for the Hurricanes. To the right of the goaltender, Riley Green. Tenwold, the centerman for the Hurricanes, is reset to begin action. Now that one just out of reach. Corcoran gives him a bump there on the play. And icing called on the play. 16:20 to go in the third. Ozone faceoff coming up once again for the Western Hurricanes. Puck drop now as we're underway. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines around the boards. Now it's picked up by Conlon. Tied up though. Now Corcoran will send this one in off a deflection in the slot. It's picked up by the Wolverines. Looking to clear it quickly. Shearer loses it now. Why not in the slot now? Picked up by Tenwold. Tenwold still with it. It'll send this one in deep to Dontremont. Dontremont takes a hit on the play. Trying to work it in down low now. Really pinning that one up. Comes free now. Taken away by Tenwold. Tenwold in the slot now. Shot there. Stopped by the goaltender. Loose in front there. Still can't bear it. I still see it loose there. Referee blows the whistle now. $15:50 left to go here in the third. 33-25 the shots in favor of the Wolverines. Ozone face-off here for the Hurricanes, who lead this one 2-1. Puck drop now as we're underway. Up the boards, that one goes high off the glass. Still in play though. Now here's Dimmel. Bear Dimmel working it in deep. Down low on the side of the net, still loose there. Trying to find a man out in front, still can't. Dimmel now getting pinned up along the boards. Able to work it back to the point though for Corkum. Corkum shot that time, gets blocked. Down to Bennett. Bennett over to Dimmel now. Dimmel back to Corkum, splits right through both Canuck and Corkum, so this one will go the length of the ice down low. Alex Canuck, the first to the loose puck. He'll skate this one up the right wing side. Passed up this time, broken up. Dimmel now out to center, trying to play this one out once again. Loose in the neutral zone this time, able to work it back in deep. Now up the boards, here's Chambers. Down low now, loose puck race going for Dimmel. Williams comes up with it though. Now up the boards this time, it's picked up by the Hurricanes. Up to Chambers now. Chambers will work this one in deep now. Chambers gets spun around into the corner. Now here's Williams. Williams passes this one up through. And that one's going to have enough on it for icing. 14:46, just over a quarter of the way through this third period of play. Ozone faceoff coming up next for the Western Hurricanes. Puck drop now as we're underway, sorry. Now it's picked up by Coombs. Now it's picked up at the blue line, and now for Dion. Now down low. Picked up by the Wolverines in their own end now. They have it. Now down low. The Wolverines have it out in front. That one steered aside by Tanner. Looked like Tanner wasn't really expecting that. Now down low, here's Harpel with Santa opening him up along the boards this time. Now here's Mood Ross. Up through now on the attack. This one picked up by Wyand at the point. Shot and through off a deflection out to the corner now. Blinn trying to get by his man. Hopefully he doesn't throw up again. Now at the point. Sent in deep. Here's Kopech. Kopech now. That one goes off the side of the post. Now passed over once again. Out to Sim. Passed over now to Kopech. Kopech now working his way in. Mood Ross pins him up along the boards. Still tied up. The Wolverines still on the attack now. Ferguson really pinning him up again. That loose stick still tied up in there. Now the Hurricanes, that one just out of reach. Can't swipe that one in at the blue line though. Now the Wolverines have it. Wyand will drop this one back over. Broken up, still loose there. The Hurricanes able to chip that one in. Now passed up through. Here's Kopech. Kopech to Ferguson. Out loose in front now. Why not now? An offside called. 13:06 left to go here in the third period. 33-26. The shots in favor of the hometown Western Hurricanes as they lead it 2-1. Tenwold, the centerman, in. This one won back by the Wolverines. They have it. Passed up the left wing side. Now Corkum trying to work this one up. Conlon sends this one in. Gives Conlon a hit, there. Now it's picked up by Shear. Slides this one over. No one home. Williams going to end up picking this one up. Now a chance going over to Wynot now. Wynot can't hang on to it cleanly. Able to work it over to Tenwold, though. And Tenwold to try and work his way in. Down low now. Wynot on the attack. Trying to pick up the loose puck. Now still caught up along the boards. Bouncing puck there. Comes out. Now it's freed up. Drop back. Now here's Ferguson. Ferguson tries to send this one in. Now it's picked up by Green. Now sliding this one over. Here's a chance for the Wolverines. Passed up through now. Here's Corkum. Corkum bank feed up now. Here's McKay. Chambers gives him a tap on the butt that time. Now over to Canuck. That one just had a reach. Passed up through now. Now here's Sim. Now here's Schnare once again. This one comes out. Now here's Lateria. Caught up in his feet. He's able to work that one in deep, Now down low, here's Canuck. Canuck hit there on the play. Now here's Martin Blin, who takes a bump once again. Still loose there in the corner. Out in front this time, still loose. Kick saved by Tanner. Now the Hurricanes look to go the other way with this one. Over the red line now on the attack. Hit there into the corner. Out in front this time. This one gets sent around the boards. Picked up by the Wolverines. This one comes out to center ice. Now it's picked up, sent in by Lateria. Now skating this one up the left wing side is Canuck. Alex Canuck sends this one in. Down low, sent around the boards. Now Dion, back to the point. Sliding this one in. That one just goes wide. Down low now, here's Harpel. Now this one comes free. Now here's Harpel once again, Leo Harpel. Working his way in is Harpel, dropping back, a shot there. What a save by Marcus Tanner. Shutting the door. Beautiful stop on the play by Marcus Tanner to hold their team's lead. (33-28) the shots in favor of the Wolverines. 33-28 the shots in favor of the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes lead at 2-1. Ozone face off for the Wolverines here. Allen gets poked away. Can't hold the line this time. Comes out to center. Sent back in. Here's Corkum. Passed up through now. Caught up now. Here's Tenwold. Trying to work this one up now. Hit there in the neutral zone. Now back to Ferguson. Now dropping this one back once again. The right wing side. Get poke on that one. Now here's Tenwold. Comes up with it. Loose in the slot this time. Shot on. That one gets caught up in the slot. Now it comes out. Still loose there in the corner. Now this one slid over. Passed up through now to Harpel. Harpel through the neutral zone. Now looking to go with speed. Leo Harpel worked his way in. Shot. Stick save Tanner on the play. Now poking this one up still. Loose there. That one gets blocked through the lane by Wynot. Over halfway through this third period now. Now into the corner, trying to clear this one away. Here's Conlon. Now Dimmel takes this one away. Now this one comes out. Loose puck race now going the other way. Dimmel trying to get by Ripley. Now over to Williams. That one reaches Riley Green in goal. Now up through now on the attack. There's a hit on the play. Now over to Shearer. Shearer takes a bump from Chambers on the play. Now drop back and offside called on the play. So face-off will go in front of the Hurricanes penalty box as we're underway once again. Let's drop back now. Here's Corkum. Corkum around the boards this time, trying to find Bennett. Dallas Bennett now up to Dimmel. Bear Dimmel on the attack, sends this one in deep. Now Riley Green will come out of his crease to play this one aside. To Chambers now, pinned up down low. Couldn't send that one out front that time. Now Ripley, that one goes off the boards. Out to Corkum now. Corkum fires that one in deep. Green out of his crease, takes a weird bounce on him. Now here's Bennett into the corner. Tied up still. Wolverines skating this one up through. Santo just couldn't get a whack at that one. Now here's a 3-on-2 going the other way for the Wolverines to the front of the net now. And Tanner will get the stop on the play. 8:50 to go here in the third period. Ozone faceoff coming up for the Wolverines here. The next game, game number 2 of the best of 3 series, will go next Saturday, March 28th at the Halifax Forum. Puck drop at 2 p.m. Puck drop now as we're underway. Broken up on the play, now back to the point, working their way in. The Wolverines have it down low. Canuck on the play, now over to Tenwold. Tenwold up right side to Donchmont. Now that one takes a really weird bounce off the door there in the corner. Canuck sends his man down to the ice in the slot this time. It gets poked away to Berger now. Henry Berger works it down low to Schneier. Down low now into the corner. Broken up once again, hit there on the play. Now behind the net. Down low, here's Tenwold around the boards now. Coming out now is Why Not. Why Not caught up in his feet. Broken up by Tenwold once again. Now here's Why Not over to Henrik Tenwold now. Staying on side, Tenwold sends it in. Down low, here's Green. Now up the left wing side, Churchill sends his man down to the ice, caught up in the feet there in front of the Wolverine bench. Now it's picked up, sliding this one over. Now it's picked up to Blinn. This time broken up by Wyand, nearly taken away by Santo on the play. Now here come the Halifax Wolverines, getting this one up through. It's Harpel. Now picked up by the Western Hurricanes. It's cleared away. Not enough on it for icing on the play. Now the Wolverines get it back in their own end, skating up the right wing side on the play. Now this one comes out free. Now here's Sim. Now this one gets tied up in front of the penalty box, working it down low. Dion getting tied up on the play. Couldn't get a chance going for him. Harpel will slide this one over. Chance coming here for Coombs over to Harpel. That pass just out of reach. Now still tied up on the play. Here's Harpel poked away. Dion loose now. Trying to clear this one away. Braxa Dion out to center ice. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. They have it. Sim slides this one over. Broken up on the play. Now tied up there, still loose. Now it's picked up. Here's Chambers skating this one up through. Chambers loses his glove, still with it. He'll fire that one in, or at least try to. Doesn't go too far. Sim will drop this one back now for the Wolverines. They have it, skating up through. Pass broken up on the play. Now a chance coming here for Lucas Chambers. Chambers a shot that time, stopped by Green. .6:21 left to go here in the third period of play. 35-30 the shots in favor of the Western Hurricanes. Puck drop now as we're underway. Into the corner now. Here's Tenwold around the boards. Be picked up now by Corkum. Corkum sent down low. Here's Williams. Williams around the boards. That's picked up by the Wolverines. They have it. Here's Conlon. Conlon far side to Shearer. Just barely staying on side this time. Knocked off the puck this time. And on goal to Tanner, who makes a routine save. And Tenwold sends him into the boards there. Not going to let him touch your goalie like that. So no penalty coming there on the play. So no zone face-off coming up here once again for the Halifax Wolverines. Shearer in for the draw. Puck drop now is run away. It's one back. Shot there from Kopech, blocked by Corkum, ricocheting high off the glass. Now it's picked up, trying to find one up, flipped up. Ripley will bring this one down. Slid across now to Conlon. Staying on side now on the play, into the corner now. Pinning up against the boards this time. That one goes high off the glass. Kopech and Canuck clash there out in front. Shot stopped by Tanner. Now Conlon trying to work this one back now. Point shot that time. Stopped by the goaltender. Loose now. It's cleared away by Tenwold. Not far though as the Wolverines get it back at the point. Sent back in. Now here's Kopech. Max Kopech out in front this time. Pass goes wide. Now worked in deep once again. Hit there on the play from Canuck. Out in front this time. Pass gets blocked here. Still loose there along the boards. Trying to free this one up and cleared away. Finally getting a last swat at it. Still loose. The Hurricanes are in desperate need of a change here. So they need a whistle or something to go their way. That one goes high off the glass and that'll work for him. That one flew up into the protective netting for a stoppage of play with 5 minutes to go here in the third period in this one. 3/4 of the way through this third period. 35-33 the shots in favor of the Western Hurricanes, leading it 2-1. Back to the point now. Still hanging on to it there. Bennett now down low to Ferguson. Ferguson trying to get that one back over to Bennett. Pinned up now along the boards. Down low, here's Mood Ross. Mood Ross around the boards trying to get it to Lucas Chambers. Now up through. Now it's picked up by Ferguson, trying to clear this one away once again. Now working it in is the Wolverines. Poked away, cleared away out to the corners. McKay now down low. Here's Harpel. Mood Ross pinning him up along the boards there. The Hurricanes need something to go the other way for them and clear this puck. That one goes high off the glass. Trying to clear this one. Loose there at the point. Trying to clear it as the Hurricanes finally are able to. 2-1-1 now. Chambers and Mood Ross. Shot there. Stopped by Riley Green. Riley Green taunting Lucas Chambers. Showed him the puck in the trapper after he made the save. 4:11 to go here in the third. Ozone faceoff coming up next for the Hurricanes. Puck drop now is run away into the corner. This one gets sent around the boards. Picked up by the Wolverines. Now this one gets sent back in by the Hurricanes. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines once again. They have it up the right wing side. Chance now coming. Sliding it over to Shearer. Shot there. Stopped by Tanner. Still loose there. They score. Jared Conlon. The captain finding the back of the net for the Halifax Wolverines to get the equalizer at 2 apiece. So face-off will go to center ice here. Referee Cooper Stewart ready to drop the puck. The Hurricanes looking to get some momentum going the other way as the Wolverines were just absolutely putting everything to the net. Not much Tanner could do, and finally one found the back of the net there. So 2 apiece now, passed up through on the attack here. Now here's Corkum. Corkum trying to clear this one away. Out through now, picked up, passed up through. Now a chance going the other way for Churchill. Takes a hit there. Now here's Williams. That one goes up into the Wolverine bench with 3:26 to go here in the third period. Ozone face-off here for the Hurricanes coming up. Dimmel, Bennett, and Chambers, the forwards. Ferguson and Canuck holding the back end for the Hurricanes. Puck drop now is run away. One back by the Wolverines. That's picked up. Here's Harpel skating their way up through. Ferguson trying to clear this one away. Picked up at the point now. In on goal that time. Deflection. This one gets cleared away. Hit there from Canuck in the corner. Trying to free this one up. Dimmel getting tied up in the corner. Trying to move it forward here. Still loose. Puck now. Down low on the side of the net now. Poked away in front. Canuck off the backhand now. Trying to find Bennett. Bennett over now. Here's Chambers. Chambers passed over that one just wide. Now Sim down low. Now here's Bennett behind the net. Out in front to Dimmel. Dimmel fires that one on just wide. Out in front, still loose in the blue paint there. Cleared away by the Wolverines. Mood Ross works it back in down low to Why Not. Now Dimmel getting tied up, still down there. Now it's picked up by the Wolverines. They look to break out here in a big way. Up the left wing side is Kopech. Max Kopech now trying to get by Corkum. Working his way in now. Behind the net. Now loose in the slot. Bouncing puck off the backhand that time. Goes wide. Now down low still. Out in front this time. Now it's picked up by Williams. Out in front. Loose puck now on the side of the net. Trying to clear it away is the Hurricanes. The Wolverines still with it. Now into the corner. Here's Corkum. Corkum off the backhand now. Trying to clear this one away. Picked up by Shearer now. Fired in. Loose. That one gets fired far side. Now here's Williams. Back now to the point for Kopech. Slap shot there from the point. That one just goes wide. Shearer will pick it up off the rebound now. Trying to fire that one on. That one goes high. Off the rebound now. It's picked up at the point. Sent in by the Wolverines. Now Dimmel trying to take this one away. Donchmont now loose. Good tie up there. The Wolverines moving forward. Trying to send it out in front. They do. Ripley has it now. Sharp angle shot off the post by the sounds of it. Now here's Corkum. Corkum able to get this one over. Now Why Not trying to get by his man. But Ripley able to take this one away for the Wolverines. Ripley passed up through to Shearer. Will Shearer passed over. Now here are the Wolverines on their attack now. Blinn gives him a hit there. Now Chambers has a man right on his back. Stopped by Tanner, and he'll get the whistle on the play. 1:05 here to go in the third period. 38-36 to go here. Wolverines have now taken the lead in the shot compartment, as we just said, 38-36. 2-2 hockey game here. 1:05 to go in the third. Puck drop now is run away, tied up. The Hurricanes looking to go forward off of it. Kept in, though, by the Wolverines at the point. Off a deflection. That one just goes wide. Last minute to go here in the third. Ferguson trying to pin up his man along the boards. Now Chambers trying to poke this one away. Now a loose puck race going the other way. Tenwold trying to get by his man. Still skating now. Tenwold gets a hold of it now into the corner. Tenwold behind the net now. Back to the point now. Here's Corkum. Corkum still with it. Fires it in. Off a deflection. Loose. Now here's Sim who picks it up. That one goes high off the glass. Bennett trying to pin it up. Corkum there to hold the line. In on goal, and Green makes a save. 30.4 seconds to go here in the third period. 38-36. The shots in favor of the Wolverines. Folks, this is playoff hockey if you weren't sure what it looks like. And the Halifax Wolverines elect to take their 30-second timeout. We'll take a break in the action. Easton Shue from High Button Sports will be back right after this. Alrighty, hockey fans, we are back here after the timeout called by the Wolverines, and it is loud here in Liverpool. Everyone on their feet, some even standing on the boards outside of the glass. So we're underway. Loose now picked up by the Hurricanes. They have it slid across that time, just out of reach on the play. Now the Hurricanes trying to send this one off the boards. Kopech now tries to bank this one up. Here's Conlon. Jared Conlon passed it over now into the corner for Kopech. 15 seconds to go. Down low on the play. Picked up Corkum, jamming him up down low. Takes a weird bounce that time. Still trying to pin this one up. Santo now with it. He's trying to clear this one away for Dimmel now. 2 seconds to go. He's trying to split the D that time. His time expires. And we are heading to overtime in Liverpool. Not exactly sure what we're doing for overtime here. So we'll just wait here for furthermore. But if I had to guess, probably a 10-minute overtime period. But we'll be back here after the intermission. Alrighty, hockey fans, so here's our procedure. 15 minutes, 5-on-5. No winner after that. We go 15 minutes, 4-on-4. No winner after that. 15 minutes, 3-on-3. No winner after that. We go to a shootout. Easton Shu from High Button Sports saying, let's go here. Off the draw now, tied up, trying to send this one in. Drop back now, here are the Wolverines with it. Up through now on the attack. Here's Kopech. Shearer now to end it. Shot that time. Stopped through the lane. Into the corner now. Here's Chambers. taking a hit there along the boards. Conley comes up with it. Shot kick save Tanner. Down low, here's Max Kopech with it. Kopech out in front, poked away. Shearer. Down low, now here's a chance, and it's stopped by Marcus Tanner. Tanner picks up his 40th save of the evening. Now an O-zone faceoff coming up for the Wolverines. Puck drop now as we're underway. Broken up on the play now. Here's Tenwold caught up in the feet. Now here's Harpel, broken up, shot that time. Gets kicked away, by Corkum after he blocked that one with his skate. Now trying to clear this one as they do. Now the Wolverines will fire that one back in. Mood Ross now off the boards, able to work this one up now. Chance coming now for the Western Hurricanes as they're able to work that one in though. Williams has it in his own end, passed over, picked off by Tenwold, who takes a hit there along the boards from Williams. Pass now over to Harpel along the boards, able to work this one over. Now to Parker, broken up now for Santo. Now it's picked up along the boards. Off the backhand now, trying to come free this time. Ripley will fire that one back in. Caught up now, the Western Hurricanes have it. Skating their way up through, up the left wing side to Dion. Dion trying to get by his man in the neutral zone now. Here's a chance in the neutral zone. Penalty coming up here to the Western Hurricanes. The Shearer's down to the ice and he's not moving at all. We'll take the camera off him. It's Corkum to the box. Jack Shearer seems to be in a lot of pain here. So this could be a big loss for the Hurricanes. We'll take a break here. We'll wait for the injured player to get up. Easton Shue from High Button Sports. Alrighty, so Jack Shearer able to get up now with some help, but a big blow to the Hurricanes. Chase Corkum still in this hockey game, but 4 minutes for head contact, the penalty here. And head coach Ryan O'Toole, the Hurricanes, is livid on that bench right now. Dimmel high off the glass, picked up at the blue line by the Wolverines, and Dimmel sends Wyan down to the ground. Down low out in front there, shot that time, just goes wide. Now it's picked up by Sim. Down low now, here's Ferguson. Around the boards now, trying to clear this one away. Now down low, here's Harpel. This Wolverines team is very smart when it comes to having the extra attacker out there. Harpel's going to walk in, shot that goes wide. Wyand has it. Slid across now to Sim. Rise Sim to the point now to Wyand, sliding it over one more out in front, loose in front. Tanner makes a save and gets the whistle here in front. .12:38 left to go here in the first overtime period. Could be the first of three. Could be the first of technically four if we get to a shootout. For now, it's just overtime, number one. O-zone face-off here for the Wolverines. So we're underway once again. Now here's Blinn. Blinn Trying to clear this one away. Now a chance for Tenwold. That one gets poked away, though, by the Wolverines. Now to Williams. Williams drops this one back. The Wolverines with it. Up the right wing side to Shearer. Shearer now hit there on the play. Here's Tenwold. Tenwold now staying on side. Santo trying to come in and pick that puck up. Martin Blinn with it now. Just over the red line. He'll fire that one in for the Hurricanes. On goal. Catches Riley Green weirdly. And now here's a chance for the Wolverines in their own end, looking to break out here. Stolen the man advantage. Hit now. Passed over now. Loose in front that time. Steered aside by Tanner. Loose in the corner now. It's picked up by the Wolverines. Back to the point. Passed in through. Shot right into the trapper of Tanner. And a penalty coming up here to the Wolverines. So we'll play 4-on-4 for a full 2 minutes, and then after that 2 minutes, the Wolverines still got 23 seconds on their power play. I don't know about you guys at home, but I'm here in person, and it's loud, it's exciting, and my heart is racing. We're good now to begin action. Linesman drops the puck. Dimmel now with it. The top of the point that time, or top of the slot, sorry. Shot got blocked through the lane. Now over to Harpel. Harpel now skating his way up through. Leo Harpel on the attack. Working his way in now. Poked away by Ferguson into the corner now. Back to the point for the Wolverines over to Wyand. Wyand working his way in. Deflection now. Loose on the side of the net there. What a save by Marcus Tanner on the side of the net. Still can't put it home. Finally covered up by Tanner. Ozone face-off here for the Wolverines as we're underway. It's back to the point for Wyand. Wyand works that one in down low. Now to Ferguson. Ferguson over to Tenwold now. Hank Tenwold now putting on the brakes. We'll drop this one back here. Now for Mood Ross. Tenwold still with it. Hank Tenwold worked his way in. Getting poked away that time on the play. Now it's back to Mood Ross at the point. Shot in that time. Gets blocked by the Wolverines, excuse me. Now here's a chance. One out on the forecheck that time. It'll poke that one away. Once again, here come the Wolverines with speed. Tries to drop that one back. Will look like Why Not caught an edge on the play there. Now Why Not once again fly some in to the boards. A huge hit from Colton Why Not. Now passed over to Harpel. Now to Martin Blinn. Able to drop this one back over. Now here's Mood Ross. Firing this one over to Martin Blinn. Blinn on his way up now. Still with it. Putting on the brakes now. Firing this one up now. The far side now for Dimmel. Dimmel to Bennett on side now. Bennett will fire that one on. Steered aside by Riley Green. Now here come the Wolverines skating their way up through. Dropping this one back. Now for Williams in their own end. Williams up the boards now. Pass broken up on the play. Now here's Kopech. Now this one reaches Tanner in goal. 9:45 to go here in overtime. Number one, 2 seconds to go on 4-on-4, and then the Wolverines will head back to the power play for 23 seconds. .38-39, the shots in favor of the Wolverines. This one run back now for Wyand. Wyand down low in the corner. Canuck tying him up there. Pinned up along the boards there. Good battle there. Great battle this time. Canuck putting in the work, not letting that puck move very far. Finally freed up. Saved by Tanner. Rebound. Still loose. They score! The Wolverines complete the comeback. What a game here on home ice. Definitely a goaltender's duel, as Riley Green had 37 saves on 39 shots in the winning effort, and Marcus Tanner 47 saves on 50 shots in the loss. Game 2 goes next Saturday at the Forum. Do or die now for the Hurricanes. They got to win 2 to go to provincials. For the Halifax Wolverines, you just got to get 1. High Button Sports, my name's Easton Shu. Thanks for joining us in today's absolute barn burner here in Liverpool.